I was out running in the jungle last week. I'd gone out, I left home and it was absolutely pouring with rain, tropical monsoon, and just water just coming down like that. Still like that when I got to the car park, jumped out of the car, and I was soaked to the skin in, I don't know, 10 seconds, 5 seconds out after getting out of the car. So I ran into the jungle, following the paths. Once you're inside under the canopy, the rain doesn't affect you so much. You still got a bit of humidity, but it's quite nice and cool. It's not great weather for snakes. I'll be totally honest about that. They like it nice and warm. When it rains, they sort of go down whatever hole, and you never see them. You sometimes see some large turtles or other things, but never snakes. Nevertheless, a lot of the roots and branches in the jungle going across the ground look like snakes, and so it pops into your mind, and when you meet a snake on the trail, it's always disconcerting. So anyway, I was thinking about them, and this is where it gets interesting. How do snakes decide what they're going to go after? I mean, when you get a baby snake, baby snake is pretty small. They're about that long, and they slowly get longer and longer. And the largest one I've ever seen is about 8 or 9 meters, something like that, which is a reticulated python, which really scared me, and it could have eaten me. Obviously, it didn't, because I wouldn't be here. But how do they decide what size of animal to eat? How do they know what's large enough? And I thought, it's going to be absolutely fascinating if we could get a snake in an MRI scan and give it the various types of prey to see what different areas of the brain light up. Now, I'm not a neuroscientist by any stretch of the imagination, but looking at how snakes make decision making would be fascinating, because you start to understand how do they judge the size, how do they judge the prey appropriateness, how do they make decisions? Is it too large? Is it little enough? Do they have self-awareness over their body size that tells them? Because obviously, if a snake can't get its jaws widely open enough, it's not going to be able to eat it. And the larger it is, the more risk that the snake has of dying along the way. So these are the things I think about during the jungle. And obviously there was no snake in that time, and I had a wonderful time. But open your mind. Think about, how do things work? How can you see something different? How can you find a new way of looking at the world, a new insight, by thinking about things that you would never normally think about, even if it is snakes and their eating habits?